channel, Ginger Ninja JK's Movie Reviews. If you're a new viewer, thank you very much for tuning in, and I would really appreciate if you give me a big like and a subscribe. That would mean a lot. If you're a returning viewer, well, you know what you're in for, the ABCs of horror. So this week we're on to the letter E, so let's kick it off with this movie right here. Okay, so this week we're looking at Escape Room. I watched this one on Netflix, so let's give it a crack. Escape Room came out in 2019. It was directed by Adam Robitel. It stars Taylor Russell, Logan Miller, Jay Ellis, Tyler Levine, Deborah Ann Wall, and many more. Now, I will put it out there, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this, I will be discussing plot points and there will be some spoilers involved. The plot itself involves 6 people who receive a mysterious invitation to an escape room for the chance to win $10,000. When they get there, they soon find themselves in anything but a normal escape room, and they must use their wits to survive. So what I liked about this film, firstly the cast. The cast is really good. You've got a great selection of actors who perform really well in this film. Deborah Ann Wall is always a standout. Tyler Levine was classic and he was funny. Jay Ellis was good as the sort of antagonist, I guess. Logan Miller, sort of a stoner type, and Taylor Russell as a really intelligent but overly cautious person. Now, these people all have a secret in their past as a survivor of a accident of some variety, which is what brings them together in this games room. And they really do perform really well in that, so I did enjoy that. Otherwise, the pacing of this film is really well set out. It does take a little bit to get the ball rolling, but once it does, it's straight into it and it keeps going, and it's really well done. The directing was, really good. Enjoyed it. Wasn't groundbreaking, but there is one scene which I'll go into in a little bit, which was really, it was a bit of a trip. The cons of this film, whilst it is more of a PG horror film. It does have elements of horror in it, but it's not a full-on horror film. And whilst I do like escape room themed movies, such as Cube, Saw, for instance, they're more focused on dramatic effects and gore. This one, nothing like it. Which is good in its own way because it does open up to a wider audience. But it goes for nearly an hour before someone actually dies. So you kind of lose the thrill of it. I guess the pacing in that sense is missing, where there's no real fear that anyone's going to die until someone does, of course. But even then, it's like, it takes a while. There's no gore, there's not really a lot of graphic special effects, there's no blood even. I think there's one person who gets a little bit of blood. That's about it. It's pretty tame in that regards. But like I said, for something akin to a PG horror film, it is quite good. My favourite scene, as I mentioned, to do with the directing. One of the rooms is I call it the 8-ball room, and it's all flipped upside down. And when they walk in and the camera pans around, it just looks amazing. It's a really well shot scene. But overall, this movie, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's not a great horror film, but it's not supposed to be a great horror film. It's PG horror is what I call it. Watch it, enjoy it for what it is, but don't go in there expecting anything like Cube or Saw, and you'll come out with an enjoyable movie. Great cast, great performances, and great directing overall. So there you have it. That is my review of the 2019 film Escape Room. Thank you very much for watching. Come back next week when we get on to the next letter in the alphabet, and we'll see what that is. Have a great day. Bye.